A $275 super shoe saves you measurable time in a marathon. But that $200 compression recovery suit has zero peer-reviewed evidence for performance enhancement. Here is exactly where your money should go. We need a strict framework for spending high-dollar amounts. If a piece of gear doesn't significantly improve data accuracy, safety, or race day physics, it belongs in the budget bin. We are looking for tangible ROI, not marketing promises. First, the command center. In 2026, dropping $750 on a Garmin Forerunner 970 or Apple Watch Ultra 3 is actually justified. But only if you run trails or ultras. You are paying for the offline mapping and the multi-band GPS that keeps you from getting lost, not just the step counting. If you stick to city streets, those premium features are wasted. However, accurate data is non-negotiable. Optical sensors on even the newest watches still struggle with interval spikes. This makes a dedicated chest strap the single best value in running. The Polar H10 remains the gold standard for under $100. It provides the clinical accuracy required for true Zone 2 training. Without it, your expensive watch is just guessing your physiological load. Next, race day footwear. The marketing says comfort, but the science says energy return. Carbon-plated super shoes like the Vaporfly 3 deliver a proven 2-4% improvement in running economy. For a 3:30 marathoner, that is substantial. When we look at cost per minute saved, a $275 shoe is actually the cheapest speed you can buy. However, never spend over $160 on daily trainers. The foam durability curve flattens out rapidly after that price point. For apparel, spend high on technical fabrics like merino wool or premium hydration vests like the Salomon ADV Skin. The ROI here isn't speed, it's the elimination of friction. Cheap vests bounce, premium vests disappear. Here is what to skip. Smart insoles are still plagued by calibration issues. Subscription apps often repackage free metrics. And compression gear, while it feels good, meta-analyses consistently show no physiological performance benefit during the run. Also, stop upgrading your watch every year. A 3-year-old Fenix or Coros Pace 2 still tracks GPS more accurately than you can run. Save that money for fresh shoes or race entries. Here is the optimized $500 serious runner setup. High spend on the watch and race shoes, moderate on the vest and sensors, and budget everywhere else. This allocation maximizes performance per dollar. By accuracy and aerodynamics, save on everything else.